about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chiefs, nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they get it down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 21. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. And Mahomes picking up the first as he slides and hits the deck.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Clyde Edwards-Helaire punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Murray. Flushed out right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
14, Chiefs 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Chiefs 7.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. Oh, able to avoid him. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
2nd down and 8. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it passed. Midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back and forth first half that we've seen. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And Murray gets this into the hands of Edmonds. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. On the screen, this is Edmonds. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing again, Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, screen pass to Connor. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
That's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and he wanted to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals have broken the tie. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. They've got his man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Zach Ertz has it complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there just before halftime. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. A final shot before half from Murray. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash mark of 42-yard attempt. Oh, now whistles. And unless he was drawn off, and I don't think he was, this is going to be a first down. A pretty large mental mistake right there to give him the first.
It's situational football, and you have to know you're down in distance. On that 4th down, any type of penalty would give him a first down, so you can't jump off sides. You can't encroach. You've got to be careful.
Lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And with a clock reading zeros, he is into the end zone. What an exclamation mark to the end of this second quarter.
Indeed. Indeed. Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Prater for the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first two quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Let's go, D.
Now here's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But listen, when you got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
On 2nd and 10, Murray looking deep for his tight end Ertz. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Murray now to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Murray and company going for it on 4th. Buying time to his left. Murray has the first down and more. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. I'll tell you, if you lined up Kyler Murray and Lamar Jackson for a foot race, I think Kyler Murray might just be a bit faster. And, boy, was he moving there. Incredible. Prater on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chiefs 21.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Takes it at the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes flush to his right.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
His struggles finding open receivers continue. I don't know the last time I saw him this inconsistent throwing the football.
It would be hard to find a date when he was this inconsistent. You know, in his locker, he keeps the word poise printed on an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. He needs to find that poise right now.
He certainly does. In fact, I would suggest he laminate it.
And going deep for Hill. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Being chased out left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
They're going for it. It's Murray. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Murray. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He's got Green. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Murray now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Once again, it's Connor. And just nowhere to go for Connor. Defense gets to him, and they mark him short. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you...
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
First down, Murray. That's complete to his running back, Conner. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Now Murray again. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. Touchdown, Cardinals. Zach Ertz, 39 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your...
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted.
Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cardinals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing to start the drive. Murray escaping the pressure right. And he goes out right around the 39. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Jaron Reed. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. From the gun, Murray. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's finally out of bounds, but he's taken it all the way down to the 8. A big play there for KC. Throwing now is Mahomes.
And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead
it'll be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Here's Murray. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 4th down, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Second and 10. Back to throw it, Murray. This is caught, it's Kirk. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Mahomes. A quick slant to Hill. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. A big offense.